I tell Jad about VP Gloves, who crossed the country for a job offered by a guy named Joe and found himself dumped at a McDonald's in San Luis Obispo. He was already streaming, but now he was homeless. He tapped his viewers to help cover the cost of a cheap room and a meal.
So this guy was homeless and he was streaming his own homeless life, and then
Yes.
people started giving him money?
Right.
How did this guy get an audience to begin with? Is he a super charismatic, funny type of person? Or
He's shy, low-key. He is nice.
wow.
There seems to be no pretense to him, and also very little resistance to the influence of the people who watch him.
So the people who watch him will say, hey, take a left, and he'll just take a left kind of thing?
Sure.
Wow. There's something kind of beautiful and kind of creepy about that. You know?
You want to come to like a little show going on?
Should we go, boys? Follow him or not? Follow him?
Follow. We can smoke.
Are you ready to hear VP Gloves?
I am, yeah.
We managed to get Gloves and Weezer, who moderates Gloves' chat, and Gloves' girlfriend, Neely, into a studio. We were recording, he was streaming, and I could watch the chat weighing in. You're not nervous, are you?
A little bit.
Just introduce yourself. Who are you? How old are you? Where are you from?
Okay, I'm VP Gloves from Twitch TV. I'm 38.
You don't want to use your real name?
Alex.
Now, Alex, Gloves, produces heaps of streaming content practically every waking moment, and sometimes draws a couple thousand viewers, some of whom contribute regularly to support his life on the edge. And they've been doing it since March.
Like every day I seem to be able to raise the money to stay indoors and eat. It just seemed like it was doable. You know, it was like long hours and whatever, but it was working out. So it felt good. I felt safe in a way, like these guys kept me safe.
Why do you think people watch you?
Some people like to just see me talk to them, just kind of hang out. Other people really like me to be out and about and interacting with other people. That's what they like. Other people like the story. Like probably most of them only tune in when there's a level of drama, like when my life's at a really unstable point. Like, am I going to make the hotel goal for the day, or how am I going to eat? What's going to happen with Joe or with whoever?
Joe's the guy with the job that never materialized. He's a dark character in the saga, and he baited Gloves' erstwhile best friend Amanda. Viewers play in Gloves' story like it was a sandbox. Some pay for shelter, others just for fun. Call the cops on them.
Someone once put it, I think it was Janice, said it was like playing Homeless Sky Simulator.
How does that feel?
It feels fine, I guess. I'm okay with it. I mean, it's a great improvement on my situation before.
So how did you get Weezer in your life?
He was a troll at first. I was staying at the homestead in San Luis Obispo, and someone in the stream had doxed my location, calling the hotel and just harassing me, and then basically extorted me into making Weezer a mod.
How did they extort this concession from you to add a moderator?
Because they knew my hotel and the room and stuff, so like they just put the pressure on me. Like, it's happened to me before, and it's like so embarrassing. Go down the next day and have the front desk asking like who was calling, like that guy was so rude. Like, I couldn't handle that, so I just did whatever they said.
And the idea was to pick any random viewer.
The random stranger on the phone chose him, who we don't know who it was, called me and said, Mod Weezinator.
It definitely wasn't me.
It wasn't.
We're hearing from Weezinator right now. Tell me about how you became interested in VP Gloves' channel.
My friends and I usually watch gaming streams. We were just scrolling through, and he just seemed interesting at the time. I think he was promoting his flat earth theory.
I believe the earth, it's sort of like a cone, okay? And underneath is a giant tortoise.
He also said he was not sure where he was going to stay for the next night. So he was raising a funding goal on there. So my trolling was he was $50 short or something for his stay for the weekend.
Uh-huh.
And so we donated $50 to him, and he would write, "The earth is round" on his forehead.
Uh-huh.
And that's what he did.
So, here's the interesting twist. You decided to invite Alex to come and live with you and your wife at your home in Riverside, and he has.
We had watched him for at least 15 hours plus a day for over a month. So I work on the computer from home most of the time. So I would have his stream running on like a second monitor. It was just really intriguing to see what was going to happen with him, as well as his backstory of Joe and his friend Amanda. He would kind of promote like what's going to happen next. If something would happen, I could go there and interact with the chat and talk to people about it.
You were essentially inviting someone you'd never actually met into your home for an indefinite period.
We didn't necessarily feel like we didn't know him because we had been watching him for, at that point, maybe 2 months now, a large portion of the day, and we wanted to help him out.
There seems to be a fair amount of skepticism that I'm seeing on the feed here. Things about a Porsche and never sleeping outside, an emoji that's represents a resident dreamer or something. I mean, I know that I'm out of my depth. There's a lot going on.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in chat. And through the course of meeting him, I've realized that chat is its own beast. At the end of the day, though, I genuinely believe if we met them in real life, the majority of them would be the nicest people there is. And I believe that because we have met other people from the chat. Their identity has been released to the chat room. And when that happens, and when you're being your real self, then you are nicer. And a lot of the people in the chat play this role of a troll, and they talk a lot of crap to each other. I guess I'm somewhat the same way. When I'm just in chat, I start yelling at people in the chat because it's fun and entertaining. But then, if you met me in real life, I'm actually fairly calm and nice. And, I wouldn't hate on anybody. But the community inside the chat room when you're not face-to-face with somebody is very different.
So what do you do as a moderator? Do you block people?
It's very rare that you let people just kind of go off and say whatever they want and do whatever they want in the chat. And that's what a moderator is for. In Alex's case, his chat and his community kind of feeds off of the craziness that's happening. And a lot of it is borderline not acceptable. But because of the drama and situation that he's in, those are the type of people that like to stick around. So he kind of let it be a little bit less strict.
Hi, Neely. I see you sitting right next to him there.
Hi.
How did you guys meet?
He was out streaming one night in downtown Riverside, and a couple friends of mine had dragged me out to one of the bars, and we were watching him walk around with the camera and a giant rainbow-colored hula hoop. And then he kept kind of walking back and forth in front of us, and I started yelling at him about the hula hoop. And he came over, and so I basically left my friends and wandered off with the stranger down the street.
Jad was fascinated by Neely's entry into the story because it was engineered by the chat, which had saddled gloves with the hula hoop and the directive to catch a woman's eye.
Someone told him to do a hula hoop public display of humiliation that ended up getting him
The girl.
to meet somebody.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so complicated. That's so complicated.
Actually, it was chat that asked her out. He was instructed to hand her his phone, and she could
my
see the
God.
chat saying, "Go out with him, go out with him."
Wow, it's like in every moment, it's like kind of sweet and kind of abusive. It's like, go do this humiliating thing. Go out with him. It's like kind of hard to parse, you know?
Yep, we walked down the street with the hoop, found a place that would let him in with an expired ID, and we sat there and we talked with chat.
What did chat say?
Jeez. Telling him to kiss me.
Hey, Amber, I'm out of money. Give the guy a kiss. I gotta go to bed.
For real. This is not how I'm going to first kiss Gloves.
Yeah, sorry about that. They want
You're
the
sorry
payoff.
about it until it works, though, right?
No,
like,
that's not what this
exactly.
is about. It's just they want the payoff so bad. But like, this is nice. This is fine. Trust me. That's not what you get it.
I believe you. You're a homeless hipster that takes your gigantic hula hoop for walks at nighttime.
They made me do that. Like, I just do what these guys tell me to do pretty much.
So you're a cuck for these guys
Yes.
on the internet.
I mean, as you heard at first, they really liked her and really liked kind of having her around. And then some people just didn't like her anymore. And so they were trying to bribe me to break up with her, basically. The level of control was going, up another level.
Some people probably think that they own the relationship because they got it going.
I think that's exactly how they feel. It's a weird position to be in because obviously I do feel like a weird obligation to whatever.
Why? I mean, how much of your life is yours?
It doesn't seem like a lot because they saved me. So, but yeah,
I mean, if you assert yourself, do you think you'll lose that support?
It's definitely possible that I would lose that support. Definitely.
I am going to say Janis Joplin so that person will give you $20.
Thank you.
So after some of the people in chat started turning on me, they were saying I was making the stream boring, other stuff. I went back over old videos, and it looks to me like things come in waves where, they're really encouraging, but then you get a few people that will come in and sort of dominate, not be happy with the content that he's making.
So things can't go too good for me. Like, I can't be too happy or else it gets boring. I've got to take that away.
Probably people have offered you work, I'm guessing.
There are people that say they want to hire you and stuff, but it's always been like a weird, elaborate trolling attempt to like get a lot of attention. They don't see a stream broadcasting as a job and they think it's easy and they don't like the idea of you making money doing this. But yet they still watch, which is weird.
A lot of people were very supportive when his situation was more dire and he was in need of just the basics. He was just literally alone on the street. The people that followed him then aren't willing to give up that story. He's a real human being and wants real friends and wants a real life, and sometimes the chat does feel like they own it because they have donated and supported him so long.
So, Alex, what if you didn't need the financial support anymore? Would you still need the community support? Would you still need the chat?
Yeah, I think there is something that I'm chasing on here, some kind of experience or some kind of like connection with the audience. Yeah, it's not just money. There's something else. I feel like a real closeness with them. It's like you feel cared about. It's hard. I don't know. Just something. Yeah, there's some kind like a magic.
Well, thank you, all three of you. It's really helped me understand this, so much appreciated.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I mean, thank you. Yeah.
There's a magic. He said he felt cared for, but nothing comes for free. As Weezer said, often we're not as good when we're anonymous. Twitch offers one new thing, the power of the chat to be heard in real time. The next advance will be when every member of the chat can be seen in real time. Every new entertainment exposes a little more of who we are as a species. If we could see ourselves in action, who knows who we could be? Twitch, do you feel me?
I have everything. I got you guys in one hand. I got Neely in the other. It's like I have everything. Snuggling with both of you. We're all snuggling together in the bed. Don't you guys feel it? All of us together? Or maybe I'll bring you guys closer. for extra snuggliness.